Hello and welcome to Athens, Georgia, the classic city and a classic day for college football. The atmosphere absolutely exhilarating as the Georgia Bulldogs set to tee it up at Sanford Stadium to start this season. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Dogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll try the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to scramble. And he intercepts it.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They go to the ground. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Dogs will hustle to the line. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Got room at the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Typically, when you see a draw play, you don't think of it being forced outside.
No, you want those defensive ends to run upfield and run downhill inside. The object is to get those guys pass rushing and running out of their gaps so you can run the ball right where they were at. That play had absolutely no chance of success.
Got his man quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? They're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Turns it on in midfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside, man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You know, it's easy to catch the football. It's a lot harder to catch it when you're about to be out of bounds and you got to twist your body and turn it and keep it in bounds. What a great job by the receiver with great body control, staying in bounds and making the catch.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the connection. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, they knock it free. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. At the 35, he's loose. Off he goes.
Georgia 7, Texas 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback keeper. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job in the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas!
And this offense gets on the board in the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's looking deep. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's looking on the right side. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to fire on second down. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. It's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Georgia going up tempo. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They're bringing heat. He unleashes a long one. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Going for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off the spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out through the 33, and it's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to go up top on first down. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball.
Oh, look out! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Get it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Gonna run it. It's Stevens. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Run in the red zone, it's Stevens. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Leaves it with the running back. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here comes the two-point try. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Quarterback checking off. Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships.
The expressway is wide open, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Leading by one, they'll go ahead and go for two and try to make it a field goal game. They're going to run it. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change.
He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Trying to find his man on first down. Escapes trouble. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's going to pass on second down. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 4. Catch in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Georgia, 28.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period.
The end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 34, Georgia 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback checking the play. They'll run play action. Unloads it left. He's got it. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Discards a man. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he drops the throw. Works the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. Got some room entered the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field choice. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 24 over SMU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's going to take off. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You see it everywhere. The crowd goes bananas on 3rd and 4th down. They really understand the situation. But when a QB does that, when he takes off and scrambles and makes a big play, it gets really, really quiet.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I know you want to make a play. You're down. You're trailing. It's getting late in the game. But he has to understand, when nothing's there, I can't take a sack.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Just a short pass to the tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off for the third time today. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.